Indonesia is not as profoundly Islamicized as, say, Pakistan is. There is a previously existing culture and tradition that Indonesia only came late to Islam. We're talking about the 16th century on, not that long before the Europeans arrived, actually. So Islam has come in, but it's come in over the top, and you've got other traditions existing as well. Islamization takes centuries, and only parts of Indonesia are more Islamized than others. So I think the difference is not enough Islam. It's not, I wouldn't say it's just a different kind of Islam. It is, but it's also not as Islamicized as, say, Pakistan is. So the question is, where will Indonesia be in centuries ahead? One really important point is that Indonesia is not an Islamic state. It doesn't have in its constitution a commitment to the supremacy of Islam, unlike, for example, Pakistan or Malaysia. So that offers protection. You can change your religion in Indonesia. It's not against the law. And Indonesia recognizes a set of religions. So it's Indonesian Muslims that have set that up. They have been the majority. They didn't want an Islamic state, but that could change in the future. It'd be interesting to see how that develops, because what we've seen in many countries over the last 50, 60 years is that there's been a trend towards more Islamization. The governance of Pakistan has moved towards more Islam. Bangladesh is similar. Turkey is similar. So I love Indonesia. I lived there in the most Islamic area. I love my time there. But what will the future hold? I think it's a long and slow process that we'll need to keep an eye on.
Yeah, and we've touched before too on the sort of cultural elements of Islam, and wherever Islam goes, it wants to impose Arab culture in a sense, certainly traditional conservative Islam. And there are some places that can pull that off quickly and easily, and other places that it takes a bit longer. And Mark's right, there are pockets of very radical Islam in Indonesia, in the Philippines, in Thailand, in Malaysia. But for the most part, the pre-existing culture was quite different, and it's taken quite a while for it to transform, and it's resistant, and there are sort of pre-existing belief systems too that are clinging on. But yeah, that's the question all the time is what's cultural, what's Islamic, and you have a totalitarian religion in Islam that is trying to swallow up all the culture.